Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be teaching you guys how you can grow your Instagram page using your Instagram name. Instagram name is one important aspect of growing your Instagram page that people do take for granted. They think they can just open any, you just use any name, check if it's available. If it's not available, you try another one, put a lot of underscore. See, the Instagram name that you use can determine if you would grow fast on Instagram. Take that from me. If you use a very long Instagram name, trust me, it will be very hard for people to find you. So there are three categories, or let me say three criteria that you have to consider when picking an Instagram name. Number one, ensure that you pick a name that is easy to remember. Ensure that name is easy to remember. Then even when it is easy to remember, ensure that in your videos, you are always mentioning your brand name. Like for me, my brand name is Stuchboss or stuchboss, especially for the Stuch beddings. Whenever I'm making any video, be it I'm making videos for wholesalers, you see me, I'll be talking about Stuch beddings is the biggest beddings factory in Africa. Stuch beddings is the biggest warehouse. I will always be mentioning that name. Why I do that is that so that the name can stick into the minds of my followers. Whenever they want to search for my product or they want to search for my page, because they hear it. Okay, can you relate to, maybe when you hear this music, you unconsciously, you will know the lyrics of that music. You're not going to pay any attention. No, it's not like you took book and paper. You took paper and pen and you're trying to write down the lyrics of that song. Unconsciously, just by listening to that song over and over again when you're cooking or when you're washing, that song, the lyrics will just stick to your head. The same thing happens with your Instagram name. If you set up an Instagram, no matter how easy it is, ensure that in your videos, even in your captions, that you're always mentioning that name, so that that name can get stuck in the head of your followers. Okay? Then number two, ensure that that name is easy to spell. Ensure that the name is easy to spell. Ensure that you spell those names correctly. I see people, imagine if you want to write Fumi. Fumi is spelled F-U-N-M-I. You now go and use that, you go and write P-H-U-M. Who are you trying to give that work to? Who are you trying to give that work to? Maybe we've known your name to be Fumi Hair. You now want us to come and be thinking, oh, it is not the F, it is the P, it is the Kenekan. We don't have that time. People don't have that time. So ensure that your name is easy to spell and that you also spell it accordingly. Another thing you have to also ensure your Instagram name does not have is a lot of underscores. Some of you will go to the end of the name, you then go and put plenty underscore, dash, dash, dash. Some will go and put it at the beginning. It's not everybody that will remember that you have 3 underscores at the end of your name, or to know that, okay, we should write this first, put underscore. If there's any way you can avoid underscore in your name, please do that. Find a way to avoid underscore in your name so that when people are looking for you, they can easily type out your Instagram name and locate you. This is one of the ways your Instagram page can grow fast. When people stumble on that page and they want to come back or they want to refer somebody, it's easy for them to spell out your name and just find you on Instagram. Number 3, ensure that the name is unique to your brand. I am not a fan of using generic name for any reason ever. If it means you creating a name, like for my own Stuch, I created it myself. I've even trademarked the name to ensure that nobody use that name Stuch. How did I get Stuch from? From my name, Uchi. Saint, I'm a Catholic, so we do all this Saint Monica, Saint James, Saint this, Saint that. So I just wrote that Saint Uchi and I abbreviated it in a way it will sound posh. By the time you hear the name Stuch, how does it sound? Trust me, it sounds well. So ensure that you create a name. You can decide to merge names, like the beginning part of your children's name. You come and add the ending part of their English name or their surname. Create something unique that will be unique to your brand. Don't go for generic name. You now want to set up a business page. Imagine if I had used something like Hope Beddings. Anybody can decide to use Hope Beddings and come and put underscore. There's nothing I will tell that person. I won't tell that person, I'm the one using it first. I'm the one not using it first. And the disadvantages of using those generic names is that when something is wrong with one of those pages, let me give you a practical example. Let's take, for example, somebody opened a page, Hope Bed Sheets, and the person is now a scammer, and your own is Hope Beddings. Imagine what that would do for your business. People will just start reporting your page, thinking they won't even realize that one is Hope Bed Sheets, the other one is Hope Beddings. The same thing goes for people in other niche. So ensure that even if you started your Instagram page and you've not really grown and people don't really know that name, change the name. I've seen people change their Instagram name at 20k followers. I've seen that happen a lot. Change your Instagram name so that your Instagram page can grow fast. So if you're new on this channel is Stuchboss, where I'm going to be sharing a lot of business tips with you on how I was able to grow my business from 10,000 naira capital into a multi-million naira business on Instagram. So if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, ensure that you click on the subscribe button and turn on the post notification so that you can always be notified whenever I post a new video, okay?